Hello again, Internet. Welcome back. We are the Renegades, and today we are going to be doing some more rap battles, and also since ERB's on break, guys, we really can't call this ERB Monday anymore. So it's just going to be rap Monday. We'll figure it out. If you all can think of something,
we're workshopping.
Yeah, if you all think of something interesting, let us know in the comments. We'll look at it and we'll see, and if we like it, we'll use that. And we'll just say, "Hey, we came up with this." And no, not really. We'll give credit where credit's due, guys. But anyway, we have Whitney Avalon once again with the Princess Rap Battles, and today it's Mrs. Claus versus Mary Poppins.
Neither of whom are princess.
It's Whitney's show. Let her do what she wants.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm just.
No, it's fine.
It's all.
You're
it's
the
all
one
fun.
who pointed that out, Nate. No, Mike is the one that pointed that out.
I'm just joking.
No, I didn't.
No, it was me.
I
All
have
right,
no, I have
it
no
was
need
me
to
when
because
when we
It
first
was
clicked-
Nate, Austin. It was Nate all along. Sorry.
titles are all fabrications anyway.
Yeah.
Princess doesn't mean anything.
No, it doesn't. Well, epic rap battles of history. There have been rap battles take place between two mythological figures. That's not really historical.
True.
And also between some video game. Honestly, Wright Brothers
Sorry
versus
about that.
Mario Bros. Come on, that's
It's a weird matchup.
But still, they were fun.
I
Yeah,
mean,
why not here?
And then
Mythbusters
you
versus
have,
Ghostbusters.
There you go.
right? There were other
Yeah,
matchups.
a
that
pair
were
of hacks
weird, like,
versus some of the most hilarious people.
like
ever.
real versus fictional character, like Boba Fett versus Deadpool. I mean,
Are you referring to Caleb as Boba Fett?
no.
Well,
'cause
no, Star Wars
it's-
is a documentary.
It's a documentary, so it's like that documentary from long, long ago in a galaxy far, far away, and then comic book character. Weird.
You know who else believes Star Wars is a documentary?
Everyone, because it's
The
a documentary.
Stig.
The Stig.
Yep.
They tell you up front. It
Yeah,
happened.
no, it's true. All right, so, gentlemen, Mrs. Claus versus Mary Poppins. Place your bets.
I'm placing my bet with Mary Poppins. Now, my reasoning for this is because where Mrs. Claus is, she's the wife to Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of her work, we haven't really heard much about her. We just know that she exists. Really,
Yeah.
that's my experience with the Santa Claus, the Santa Claus fable and everything. But in terms of Mary Poppins, we know the extent of her we know some of the extent of her powers. We know that she can fly, which Miss Claus I don't think can do. I'm not really sure. But in all honesty, Mary Poppins, from experience, from her being portrayed by Julie Andrews, was very creative. She was very caring, and she was very
Very wordy.
very wordy. Yes.
Yeah.
So she has a very good vocabulary to work with, whereas Mrs. Claus, I think her vocabulary is probably dumbed down
I don't
because
know. We don't know. We don't know. That's
most
the
of the
thing.
because honestly, I think her vocabulary is dumbed down because she deals with so many kids writing broken English letters.
I'm gonna go with Mrs. Claus. Immortal, trained by elves, and not Lord of the Rings elves, like tiny freaky elves.
Like Will Ferrell wannabe elves from when he played.
Yeah.
Like Bob Newhart's just going to be up there and be like, okay, so here's how you assemble a birdhouse.
Like think like Mrs. Claus in the X-Men Danger Room, but instead of like Sentinels, it's just like elves with nunchucks, and they're tiny, and they're like 100 of them.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
If that's the lore you're going with,
I'm
okay.
just saying. You know they got to do something.
Ben,
Christmas is one day a year. What are they gonna do with the other 364?
Prepare.
sleep.
Ninja training.
Sleep sounds pretty good. I'm so tired.
We've been walking around convention floor all day.
And I honestly haven't slept properly in like 2 days.
Uh,
So, yeah, all bets are off. Ben's a wild card. I do what I want. There are no rules.
wild card, bitches.
You ain't what I'm about.
Yeah. Honestly, I think I'm going to go Mary Poppins here.
Okay.
It's just, I mean, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
So
She could rap. She could talk real fast.
well,
She's got a lot of words to throw around.
okay.
I think she's got this one.
All right. So that's 2 in favor of Mary Poppins,
And one in favor of Mrs. Claus. All right,
So-
split decision.
Yeah. So let's see what we have here in this rap battle. Here we go.
Princess Rap Battle. Mrs. Claus versus Mary Poppins.
When there's a looming battle to be faced and fought, the lesson is get right to it. Practically perfect people prefer to be polite, but sometimes you just have to say screw it. You never get applause, you're the dependent clause. You're known for wrapping toys, but my wrapping skill destroys. I'm money in the bank, so show some respect. If you tear me up like paper, then I'll resurrect. And I suspect you should check your cholesterol twice. Hey, fat cat, how are you at catching mice? You're like a pie crust so easily smashed. I'll feed the birds what's left of you once you've been trashed. I hear it's been years since the North Pole got rigid. Today's forecast says you're entirely frigid.
Don't go there, honey. The word around town is just a spoonful of sugar gets you to go down. Salt does nothing but protest. You're a stuck-up servant, horribly dressed. The biggest charity since ever. We help the masses. With you, a couple kids get splinters in their asses.
Cheeky.
Your rhymes are weak. You a low-stakes player. Come at me, freak. A one-horse open slayer. I'm behind the scenes.
Very nice.
I run the workshop, keep the books, and advise my sugar plum. I'm a baker, all about these rolls. A big, broad bruiser. Even your reflection thinks you're a loser.
I find this a bore. Let's double it up.
Oh, bring it on, sister. We will mess your shit up.
Well,
Seconds.
Bert.
Santa,
Mary.
Mrs.
step right before your very eyes. Love the laugh of Johnny, guys are the spies. I like to the raps and raps and raps because damn right Van Dyke walks his way. You and I
Yep.
can't agree.
Dick
Let's
Van
move
Dyke.
right into season. You give coal about kids. Mary teaches them reason. She's
Super classy, swagolistic, extremely ferocious.
Super classy, swagolistic, extremely ferocious.
I could do this whole verse backwards, but I truly feel I'm through wasting my time because you're not even real.
Oh, I'm real and I'm spectacular. This stick can stick to an accent or vernacular.
Your ugly carpet bag might impress a dunce.
But my tackles billions of presents at once.
Whoa!
To December 24th. Winter is coming. I'm the king of the north.
Has made us rich.
My lid's never wrong. It says you're a bitch.
Whoa!
Kind of saint, Nick.
always spying on minors.
That's jailbait prick.
This boring British wench needs a long winter's nap.
You better, naughty girl, shut up and sit on my lap.
That's quite
Oh,
a
dear.
contrast. The winds have changed here. Let's see how well you fly without your reindeer.
Well. Ooh.
Oh, Merry fucking Christmas.
Get off me.
Wow.
Okay.
I feel like the narrative in the rap battle was meant to go to Mary Poppins, but overall I liked the burns better on the Claus, Mr. and Mrs. Claus.
I think so as well.
Ooh.
I honestly,
Ooh.
the spoonful of sugar and the one horse
Oh.
open sleigh,
Yeah.
and also my sack holds billions.
Oh, wow.
That was brilliant.
So, from the sound of things,
Also the King in the North line that
Yes,
got me.
that
fr-
one as
from,
well.
from what you guys are saying, you're picking Santa Claus to win this.
No, Mr. and Mrs. Claus or Mr.
Well, no,
Well,
I mean
no. What all you've cited has been
no.
Santa.
The one
No.
the one horse
Okay,
open
one horse
sleigh
open
was
sleigh
Mrs.
was
and the
Mrs.
spoonful
Claus.
of
All
su-
right.
and the spoonful of sugar line as well.
So
So they both had two burns.
So Nate has evenly half and half Mrs. and Mr.
all right.
Claus.
So, all right. Nate has picked
The Clauses.
the Clauses. Micah.
I'm going with the Clauses. I like their side better.
Ooh. It's a tough call. Like I don't know.
Because I honestly thought Mr. and Mrs. Claus had better chemistry.
Don't get me wrong.
On the Mary Poppins side, both parts were good, but I don't think they worked together as well.
Well, Whitney and Kevin, they got the dance number down pretty
Right.
good.
That's true.
They did, and they also, but
He did a decent Dick Van Dyke impression,
yeah,
which I'm
Dick
quite
Van
pleased
Dyke
with.
Yeah, the Cockney accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dick
But-
Van Dyke is one of my favorites.
Well,
Um,
yeah, I'm sad to hear that he passed away.
Yeah.
But honestly, man, the kicker for me with it's just Santa. It was just Santa backing up Mrs. Claus in the
Ooh.
best way. and
rough. That was
by holding up what she said and also elevating it by adding his own flair in there. Whereas when Bert came in, you know, he had the quick Cockney rap at the beginning,
which was very well
which is
executed.
very
it was very good.
Yeah, the iambic pentameter on it was really, really well done.
But whew.
It's hard to score. It was for me hard to score in some places, but overall for me it was just the clauses.
Yeah,
That's me, though.
no, you guys have made a case because I was squarely on the fence. You guys have made the case.
Our well-reasoned argument has convinced
Yes.
us.
Yep. The King of the North.
The King of the North.
Yep, I got to go with the clauses here.
Okay.
Honestly, though, if it had been Mrs. Claus versus Mary Poppins with no backup, I think Mary Poppins would have won it.
You think so?
I do.
I was still leaning Mrs. Claus before they brought in the seconds.
See, I was leaning Mary Poppins before they brought in the seconds, and then
I was actually even. Because both of them got good jabs in.
they did.
Yeah.
They really did.
But it was just the chemistry between Mrs. and Mr. Claus. The
Well, when
clauses that worked better for me.
Been married for hundreds of years, giving presents out to children, I guess, you know.
I mean, either you get good or you get angry.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, so clean sweep for the clauses.
Clean sweep for the clauses. So yeah, that was very interesting.
Yep.
I was gonna say Mary Poppins and Mrs. Claus.
That's not a rap battle I would have put together.
I wouldn't have either. Honestly, for me, I would like to see, in terms of princess rap battles, I'd like to see Ariel. Let's see. I'd like to see Ariel from The Little Mermaid
Mm-hmm.
versus. Let's see, what's her name?
I thought he was going to say Ariel versus Helvetica.
Lord.
Now, Ariel from The Little Mermaid, and gosh, what's her name? She was in.
Give us the movie.
Actually, okay. San from Princess Mononoke. Because honestly, San is a child of the land, and she is a child of the and Ariel's a child of the sea, and
all right, I could see that.
Plus, both of them had suitors that really had to communicate for them when they interacted with humans, because you know, Ariel, where she had her voice taken away, and where San really didn't want to talk to humans at all because she just hates humans. You know, one loves humans, one hates humans. One's a child of the land, one's a child of the sea. There's enough there.
All right.
I think there's enough
that.
there, and plus you bring in the different cultures as well.
Yep.
You bring in Japanese. You bring in Japanese culture from was it the Meiji? It's I want to say feudal era, but there's several different eras. I think it's the Meiji period. I'm not sure, but you get that, plus you get a Disney princess thrown in as well, and Disney princesses always bring in a good amount of views.
So I'm trying to decide who I would have her go against, but I want one of the battles to include Mrs. Incredible.
Mrs. Incredible?
Because that would be sweet.
I think Mrs. Incredible would be good. Let's see.
Elastigirl?
Yeah.
How about Wonder Woman? Princess Diana.
Yeah.
Princess
Okay.
Diana.
All right. I could get behind that. That's a decent fight.
I could see that. That'd be interesting.
Yeah. No, I could get behind that. That'd be all right.
Elastigirl, Mr. Incredible,
Yeah. You married Elastigirl
and got busy.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, it could be the Incredibles versus the Justice League.
I could. No,
Like,
well,
they
I
could
mean,
do
if you're going to do that, you have to do Incredibles versus Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, really.
No, well, honestly, no. Keeping the family dynamic out of it. Well, because honestly, the Incredibles by themselves and the Fantastic Four by themselves could go up against other teams.
Yeah, all
whenever
right.
whenever you get two pairs that are too similar, you run out of things to say. But
Yeah, that's fair.
But say it's the Incredibles versus the Justice League, and you get Mr. Incredible and Dash and Vi.
Yeah.
I was trying to.
Now
You
see,
get them, and
the thing that keeps coming up with me is you have the Fantastic Four versus the Incredibles, and then as like the wild cards, you have Jack Jack and the mailman from Fantastic Four.
Tony Stank.
I forgot about Tony Stank.
Well, he played a delivery man in that, and he played
Yeah.
the mailman in the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, at which that was really good. But
Burning the midnight oil there, Mr. Richards.
Tony Stank. I forgot about Tony
Are you
Stank.
Tony Stank?
It's like, oh, that's
Yeah,
that's
this is Tony
This is
Stank.
Tony Stank.
Never
That's
forgetting that, by the way.
never going away.
Never going away.
Oh,
So good.
It's such a good line. All right, that's
yeah, I think
enough of
that's gonna
that.
do
Yep.
All right, so guys, Mike, anything else you want to add, or
I'm good.
is there a princess rap battle you'd like to see?
I don't know.
Is there a princess you'd like to see in these battles, or a queen, or a female character? Period. I mean, just
Never really thought about it.
Okay, that's fair.
well, we'll come back. We can come
Yep.
back to that. We got
Yep.
another one to watch of these. Anyway,
We do,
guys,
don't we?
huh?
We do, don't we? I forgot. I thought this was the last one. but
No,
no,
we got
one more.
one more. We got one more.
Okay.
Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed what you've seen here, let us know down in the comments. Also, check out the original video by Whitney Avalon. It is down in the description. Show her some love, guys. She puts all sorts of awesome content on her channel. Very funny woman from everything I've seen. And as always, check the description down below as well for all of our various other endeavors. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you all. We will see you all later. Peace out.